Morning, sports fans. This is George with Custom Tied Flies and Guide Service. And this morning we're going to be building the Iron Lotus. It's dressed on a Montana Fly Company 7204 Big Gap 60-degree jig hook. This one is a size 12. And I'm using a slotted tungsten bead from Wholesale Fly Company in 3mm. The thread is Danville Flymaster 70 denier in red. The tail is Ewing Grizzly neck. It's just some barbs off of one of the neck feathers. Go to the very back end of the neck up here where the hackles are real long. It's also got 0.015 lead wire in behind the bead. Excuse me. The body is olive Unifloss. And it's got a silver wire rib. I'm using Perfect Hatch and 28 gauge for the rib. And the collar is Hareline ice dub in Peacock. So you're going to get tied in. Run the thread down to the back, right where the shank and the bend come together. That's where your tail's going in. So just take your tailing, you're just going to stroke them out like that. So the barbs are sticking at right angles to the quill. Get you a little chunk of those. And you want your tail to be right around or just a little bit longer than the shank. Use a pinch wrap. All right, next is the weight behind the tungsten bead. I'm going to start about halfway down the shank, maybe a little less. You're going to get about 7 wraps. Bring your thread up And just for a little extra security, I like to put a little brush of head cement on there. Next is your silver rib. And you're just gonna start that in with the end of it right up behind the end part of the wire, of the lead wire. Bring your thread all the way forward to back behind the bead, and this is where your floss is going in. Another pinch wrap. Couple half hitches. Bring your bobbin cradle over. Sometimes your lead wire doesn't quite cooperate. You want to get you a little tapered body. Couple more half hitches. Wrap the wire forward. You got your Peacock ice dubbing. Just dub that right on the thread. Get you a pretty skinny noodle. Probably right around 2 inches long or so. You don't want to get it real long, but remember, you can add more. It's easier to add more than it is to take it off. And then I'm using a wet whip with UV resin. And you're going to take your little bore brush, brush that collar out. There you go. The Iron Lotus. Excuse me. If you like this little tutorial, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can also find this and other tutorials on my website, custom-tied.com. That's www.custom-tied.com. Have a splash, don't forget the dash. Excuse me. Well, I guess that's the end. Happy tying.